This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that far. We keeping a foot on the whoop on the Knicks. We keeping a foot on the whoop on the Knicks. Let's talk about it, man. Terence Crawford is not more skilled than Errol the True Spence. I need to say this, and I need to make this very clear to boxing fans. Terence Crawford is not more skilled than Errol the True Spence. Errol the True Spence is a more skilled boxer than Terence Crawford. Let me explain why. When you talk about skills is not something that a shoe shiner does and then people get caught up in showboating, and then they get caught up in the fact that this guy's giving you flares, he's giving you feints, he's giving you some flashes of dominance. That's not skills. See, a lot of boxing fans, they're Rudy fucking poop. A lot of boxing fans are plum fucking brains. A lot of boxing fans are doodle fucking heads at the highest levels. And when I say at the highest levels, I mean at the highest levels. They go by flashes of spaz and pizzazz. Let me say it again. They go by flashes of spaz and pizzazz. They don't go by what skills really are. Basics are skills. Fundamentals are skills. When you master the basics, when you master the fundamentals, you are skillful at what you do because you've mastered the most important pedigree, the most important things that require skills. Fundamentals are skills. That's what skills are. The ability to be technically sound, the ability to be fundamentally sound. Those are skills. You see, Errol the True Spence doesn't normally fight on the back foot. When you have idiots like Antonio Tarver, idiots boxing fans that said we've never seen Errol the True Spence on the back foot, go watch the Mikey Garcia fight. It was the equivalent of what Floyd did to Juan Manuel Marquez. Errol the True Spence washed Mikey Garcia for 12 fucking rounds. And when I say he washed him, he washed, double, and triple washed. Let me say it again. He washed, double, and triple washed him. It was a washing beyond washing. It was a back foot display of, okay, you're technically sound, you're fundamentally sound, you're supposedly the Mexican Mayweather. Well, let me show you what it looks like to actually spar against Mayweather. I'm going to show you what this sparring exhibition is like. I'm not going to give you the full vernacular because you're not technically Mayweather. You're really a guy who's giving the illusion as if you're technically and fundamentally sound. I'm going to show you what technical and fundamental pedigree of boxing is. When you go and watch the Mikey Garcia fight, Errol the True Spence was not front foot. He was back foot in that whole fight. He gave you a whole 12 rounds of boxing. Everybody, even Antonio Tarver, all of these people was like, man, I didn't know Errol the True Spence had this, but then they have amnesia now. These classic dotes and troglodytes have amnesia now. These brain full of mush and brainwash ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetorics have amnesia now. Go listen to what they said. Go listen to what Goosen said. Go listen to what Lennox Lewis said. Go listen to what Paulie Malignaggi said. Go listen to what Andre Ward said. Go listen to what all of these guys said after the 12-round display. Go listen to Floyd saying, there you go. Just box his ass up. Turn him around. Turn him around. Turn him around for 12 rounds. Errol the True Spence was embarrassing the shit out of Mikey Garcia using the highest variation, the most elite composition of the black slickster style. So if you want to know skills, Terence Bud Crawford has never shoe shined an opponent like that. So if you want to know shoe shining at its highest levels, watch Floyd shoe shine a motherfucker. Watch Errol the True Spence shoe shine a motherfucker a la the Mikey Garcia fight. Watch Andre Ward shoe shine motherfuckers. Like he did when he fought in the Super 8. You saw what he did in that shit. Andre Ward fucked all these motherfuckers up in that Super 6. He beat all the motherfuckers up. or Super 8, whatever the fuck you want to call the tournament. He dominated those motherfuckers. Errol the Truth Spence also proved it against another Garcia and Danny Garcia. Go look at that fight. Go look at how he was out countering the counterpuncher. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So when you talk about skills to pay the bills, Terence Bud Crawford gets hit way too much. He's too defensively irresponsible for him to be a skillful fighter. And when people try to compare him with Floyd, that right there is the biggest disrespect to Floyd Money Mayweather. Because Floyd Money Mayweather don't get hit like that. Floyd Money Mayweather would have never got a stanky leg by Gamboa. Floyd Money Mayweather would have never dropped by a mean machine. Mameen Gajeen Gugu Gadeen by Daga machine. Floyd Mayweather would have never went 12 rounds with a Jose Benavidez one leg yimp variation, to the point to where Bomac was vomiting Big Macs out. Let me say it again. Bomac was vomiting Big Macs out, yelling at Terence Bud Crawford. Floyd would have never struggled against Jeff Horn. You saw how long it took Terence Bud Crawford tooth and nail to get Jeff Horn out of there. Floyd would have never had that problem. Floyd would have never had that problem where he was getting touched up even by Hank Lundy. Even Juan Molina was touching this guy up. Terence Bud Crawford is not what you guys think that he is. At his truest and his most properest levels, he is a hit me, I'ma hit you back fighter. Let me say it again. At his truest and his most properest levels, he's a hit me, I'ma hit you back fighter. Does that mean that's skills? Or does it mean he's reckless? See, Terence Bud Crawford is a reckless a Chihuahua parking behind a damn fence. So when we sit here and look at the assessment of skills to pay the bills, when you do your proper film study, when you do your proper going of the tail of the tape, and you look at Errol the Truth Spence versus Mikey Garcia, Errol the Truth Spence versus Danny Garcia, I guarantee you the offensive and defensive minded fighter that Errol the Truth Spence was in those two fights, there's no fight that you could mention with Terence Bud Crawford, even in his best fights, where he was as defensively responsible, where he was as skillful as any one of those two fights. That's the cold-hearted, that's the unadulterated, that's the cutthroat true teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what on the Knicks. I keeps the foot on the what on the Knicks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.